crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I will show you why we're using the key levels. I've been talking about these key levels for so many days now. The 4 hourly and the 1 hourly is super important. We had one great retest of this previous support around 21,040 key level. We did close below it, and now we can head back down to the next key level, and that is around 19,040. I will also show you exactly what I see on Ethereum right now. Don't forget that I'm no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video. I'll show you what I see right now on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. So we started off, we're looking at the weekly, and we are still using the same key levels that I showed you before. These ones is so good because when we go down to the lower time frames, we will see exactly how the market has been retesting it. But I want to show you the key level 19,000 because we broke 21,040 on Bitcoin, and we can come back down to 19,040. That is the next key level that we're looking at. And if we go back in time, you can see how perfectly the market gave us a retest from this level and saw this huge push to the upside. And if we slowly and steady go down to the lower time frames, we can obviously see the falling knife. And the falling knife is you don't catch a knife falling, you wait for the market to find a support, and from that support we choose to, if we want to buy the market or if it will break that support and continue to be a falling knife. You can also see that we came back up and retested 23,040. You saw the hanging man market fill the wick, and today we came back up and retested 21,040, and we go down to the 4 hourly chart now, and you can see that on the lower time frames we held this level as a support. And what happens when we break a support, we either come back up and retest the support one more time, or we see the market close inside, and then that could be a push to the upside, because the overall you see the market gave us a little bit of a sideways market. And usually when it comes to sideways market, we see the market give us the fake out. And I was looking at this level to see if we would see, because you can see what a volatile bullish candlestick we had against the level again, but then we closed exactly again. So this is the thing when we use the key levels. If we retest the key level and we close below the key level, this is a very important for us to use. This is the best guidelines that we could ever have. And when we saw the market closed below the key level, this for me is a sign that the market is actually going down. I did not take this trade. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna, as always, you already know what I look for. We drag the support trend line one more time. We connected. You could either connect it with these higher lows, and you could see how the market never had the power to break this previous high. We saw the market broke below, but we never had the power to break the high that we did have around 21,206. Market then broke to the downside. We're just gonna take everything away. Another thing that we also could have done if we were unsure if the market would actually continue back down now, we could have taken the support trend line and used it against this higher low that we do have around 20,920. And when you do that, you could also see the market gave us the break and retest of the trend line. And remember now, the confirmation that we didn't have was that we also came back up and retested 21,040. Now the market is pulling back down. So the next key level, if we start to see that the market now will have more momentum to the downside, we're using 21,040 still to see if we would somewhere in some way see the market pull back up and retest this level again. Remember, if we're bullish, the market needs to break above the key level, come back up and retest the key level from above, and then that could take us to 50% of the range, or we can pull back up to the next resistance, also key level 23,040. But if we start to see the market now slowly and steady continue down, the next key level to look at is 90,040. The same thing, if we come back down to this level and break it, the next key level is 7,040. And you can already see how good the market is retesting these levels. Just go back in time, the market is using them as a confirmation to either continue to the downside as a retest, etc., or consolidation. Is so good to use these levels. Another, before we come back down to 19,040, we will also use this previous low that we did have around 20,200. Market can pull back down to this level, see the market gave us a little retest, break it, and then see a potential lower high being created against this level one more time. If I want to find an entry, because the market is now going down, the market has already done the move, the entry is already gone. So, but if we would see the market giving us, because the market is giving us a lower low right now, if we would see the market pull back up, this is where we can potentially see the market giving us a retest of the previous higher low to create a lower high, and from the lower high we always sell the market, and that could be the second entry for me to go into the charts. What I'm waiting for right now is to see if we see the market pull back up to potentially 20,880, retest the previous higher low, create the next lower high, and then sell the market to the next lower low, which can be around the previous support around 20,220. So we're looking at Ethereum, and the same thing happened right here. We saw the market broke the support and the key level 1,130. Market broke it, came back up and retested the previous support. And I was also thinking that the same thing that we did have on Bitcoin, if we break inside, retest, that could take us back up to the range again. This is something that can definitely happen, because we see the market give us some movements to the downside, if we would see the market pull back up, because I said the market can also do this right now because we're not so far away from the previous support. But market gave us a clear retest of the key level also a couple of days ago or yesterday, and today we retested the low of this support that we did have around 1,108, and the next key level for Ethereum to pull back down to is 930. And I've been talking about this so many times since we did have these key levels. As you can see, the market is always retesting these levels, so use the key levels as a guideline. Is something, it's one of the biggest confirmations that we can actually have before we enter a trade, because they are so respected. Go back in time, if you go back to the weekly, you can also see that from before that you saw the retest, and this is why we're using these ones right now to see how the market is behaving, and it looks so clean on the chart. I did have a sell limit order since yesterday. The market almost came up and activated my sell limit on Bitcoin around 21,965, but we never had the power to do that, and the market just slammed to the downside. I missed the entry that we did have around 21,114, so I'm just gonna wait and see if we see the pullback up to the previous support and the last higher low on the 15-minute charts around 20,930. But don't forget that you can also receive a bonus on BYBIT up to $4,050 by using the link in the description down below the video, or you also have it somewhere here in the corner. This is how you are supporting me and Bitcoinsensus by doing that. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live or when I do have my daily updates. I wish everyone a great weekend. Remember, the market is going sideways during the weekends most of the time. Take some time off the charts, back test instead, and we see each other later. Mwah! Sweet.